Let's talk a little bit about Diddy and his prison conditions. He is living the life that I personally want from my clients if they have their liberty taken away. We don't ever want that for our clients, but if it happens, you want humane conditions. You want nice conditions. You want decent conditions. It's turned a little bit salacious that he's not being tortured behind bars, but he's got a little bit of a prestigious work assignment. He is a chaplain's assistant. And what does that mean? That means he's got a clean office. That means he gets air conditioning. He gets extra food. He can socialize more than the average prisoner. So we think this is prestigious and comfy, but let's be real. Is it so extraordinary to expect a clean space, air conditioning, socialization, things like that? Is this really prestigious? I wonder, I know, Jonna, you are not a big fan of Diddy and his case, which I understand without a doubt. But, what gives here? If you have no love lost for Diddy, doesn't it seem like he is getting treated like every human being should be treated in jail?
Well, I have gone on record as saying numerous times that I do think Diddy is a dirtbag. With that said, I actually believe that the length of his sentence, you guys, is a little excessive for starters. But as far as prison goes, some of these prisons are a little bit better than others. And from what I understand and from what I know, the one thing Diddy doesn't have is Pruno. Do you guys know what Pruno is?
I don't even want to guess what Pruno is, Jonna.
Okay, so I'll tell you. Pruno is how prisoners make booze in jail. They get prunes, they get something else, they ferment it, and then cluck, cluck, cluck. And that's how they have a little fun, little cocktail party behind bars. And apparently, one of the rumors, and it is just a rumor according to Diddy's family, he didn't have access to Pruno, but he made his own libation behind bars and got himself in a little bit of trouble despite his cushy job and his extra food. By the way, extra food, you guys, we've all stepped foot in jail cells to talk to clients, right? The smell alone of stale milk and old bologna sandwiches is enough to make you gag.
So why is it bologna sandwiches? I've always wondered that. Why is every jail in this country, Mark, is it bologna sandwiches? Yeah, it's cheap. Is that what it is in Miami? I mean, they don't get Cuban sandwiches?
Oh, yeah, sure. They make paella every day, and then we have sangria, and we dance in salsa. Listen, you got to check off the boxes just barely, Does it meet some requirement? Yes, I'm sure it does. I'm going to take a different position, and I'm going to start the analysis with, did Diddy really do it? And by that, I mean, did he really get caught making this stuff? Was he really in possession of it? That's what we're hearing. His team said that absolutely didn't happen. And if you're going to start manufacturing stuff, it's usually with people like this, famous people to make headlines for clicks. I don't know that he really did it.
I'm with you, honestly. And, the phone call gives me a little bit of pause, too. He got in trouble for a phone call. So get this. So Diddy is allowed to make calls, but apparently he's not allowed to make three-way calls. He can make two-way calls, but he can't make three-way calls. Sorry, I don't know if that joke landed at all.
Unintended.
But he got in trouble. So he gets in trouble for making this three-way call, but he says it's to his legal team. But the prison rules are strict. They say no three ways, only two ways, and only two ways with approved people. Diddy says he didn't know these rules. He was recommended to lose his phone privileges for 90 days and lose commissary for 90 days, which is a big deal. I mean, commissary, that's where you get honey buns. That's where you get all your good stuff, lose that for 90 days. The prison is saying that these rules are there for safety. They're saying that the three ways are banned because of concerns that inmates could use them to coordinate criminal activity.
Ash, I have a question.
Yeah.
Are they alleging during the three-way that he used any lube? I just want to know. Can we clarify
when you
that?
said you have a question, I was like, oh, God.
You knew it?
Oh,
I'm
God.
so obvious.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
What took you so long?
I didn't want to interrupt her, and then I said I'm going to interrupt her.
I mean, after I said three-way 5 times, I figured lube was coming into it, but I'm just saying.
Okay, go ahead. Proceed.
That was just made for this case. But, think about it. And I'll tell you honestly, I hate these prison regulations with the phone calls because I like to be able to pick up my phone and call my client and talk to them. So these things drive me crazy. Mm-hmm. And, 90 days, it seems kind of a lot. So is this really about safety, or is this about reminding powerful people that they're not in control anymore? What do you think, Jonna?
Here's what I think. The year was 1980 something. And I, as a teenager, got myself in a little bit of trouble. And I was sitting in my bedroom. My father came in. It was right around September. And he said, "You are grounded until the leaves come back on the trees." That's a lot longer than 90 days when you're talking September. I did it standing on my head. So if I can do it standing on my head, Diddy can do it behind bars. Look, you do something wrong. You're in a place like that where you do not have your freedom, just like a teenager. You have zero Fourth Amendment rights. You have zero constitutional rights. You got to play by the rules. And even in a case like that, you could maybe you're innocent and you were playing by the rules, but they think you weren't. Boom, you're going down. So I don't have much sympathy in this case for Diddy.
Well, that's a little harsh. 90 days. This I can believe he did, because you forget, or you add another person to the call because you've got lots of business to conduct, or you also just forget. So 90 days because you added someone to the call, which inherently isn't a problem, except, historically, the mob from federal prison has run their organization. And so they make this rule that has nothing to do with Diddy, and he gets landed in the hole, metaphorically, for 90 days. I think it's a bit much.
Yeah, I agree. And what really, Mark, is the harm for having a three-way call with counsel? Is this really a security risk, or is the prison just trying to control him?
Right. I think it's more because there's a policy and you violated the policy. Right. We need to set the tone here.
Oh, yeah. I think they're definitely trying to just make an example out of him.
Mm-hmm. Because he's famous too, you guys. They're going to go overboard because they don't want to seem like they're giving him special treatment.
Well, yeah, definitely. And also his excuse is that he didn't get the book or he didn't know the rules. I think it's kind of unbelievable that a billionaire music mogul doesn't know that prison calls are restricted, that they're monitored. That seems a little crazy to me. So I think that probably didn't carry a whole lot of weight with the prison officials. But I want to talk about a very interesting case. Actually, before we do that, I want to finish up on Diddy. He's got another lawsuit. So I read somewhere that he has got 70 different civil lawsuits, and there is yet another one joining this. A Largo music producer. His name is Jonathan Hay. He's a longtime music producer. He's been doing this for 3 decades. He's had a professional relationship with Diddy since 2020. So he has now joined this mix of civil lawsuits against Diddy. He says in his lawsuit that he was working with Diddy on a remix project where they were remixing some Notorious B.I.G. music, trying to get it into the house and techno tracks. And he traveled to LA for a promo photo shoot. And while there, he says that his first assault happened and Diddy apparently exposed himself in front of him without consent. I don't really understand that one. But the second one is the one that's really the juice of this lawsuit. In 2021, he said he traveled back out to LA. And that time he thinks it was a setup. He says he was physically assaulted. His head was covered and he was taken to another location where Diddy assaulted him. Now, Diddy's legal team has come out and said Mr. Combs will not back down. He will fight as long as necessary to win his full vindication. This gentleman who brought this suit said that he decided to come forward with hopes to empower other people to speak up, empower other victims. So, Jonna, is this a genuine attempt, you think, at accountability, or do you think this is a calculated move by this person who's filing this lawsuit?
Yeah, I tend to get a lot of hate mail because my position on these cases is the same. Diddy included. Look, this guy filed his lawsuit in July. Oh, what else happened in July this year, you guys? Oh, that's right. Diddy's criminal trial ended and he was acquitted of the top counts. But look, people pile on. When you are a deep pocket celebrity defendant with these kind of criminal allegations, everyone you've ever met or ever lubed up or partied with is going to come out of the woodwork. They're going to find a lawyer to go, yeah, I'll draft a complaint and say that you didn't know that, didn't consent, blah, blah. I don't buy it for a minute. But as a practical matter, a lot of these suits, like they create a fund and you sign up and you get a check. And I don't believe in that at all. I think it's terrible. It targets people with money, and that's not fair. And I don't know if Diddy, how he's going to handle it, but he's probably going to end up writing some checks.
Jonna may be 100% right. She also may be completely wrong on that. She has no firsthand knowledge. Yeah, let's go to the other side. The guy could be doing a money grab, but he also could have been one of his many victims. And I don't know. To his credit, and Jonna ignored this point, to his credit, the guy did report this to law enforcement. It's always questionable when these people just go running right to the civil lawyers to try to get money. But this guy was willing to meet with the most vicious of interrogators, police officers, and open himself up to them and answer any and all questions and cooperate. I don't know what the evidence is, but it doesn't mean solely because he's yet another victim and the timing is suspect that he wasn't a true victim, Jonna and anyone listening.
Well, it sounds like Mark thinks this is courage and Jonna thinks it may be strategy. I think
I don't know. I don't
on the
know.
strategy line, but
I
yeah,
don't
we
know.
just don't know. We'll have to see.
Don't
We'll have
know.
to see. But there's
Yeah.
70 lawsuits, so I'm guessing this is not
Yeah.
the last one we're going to hear.
Mm.
Just a guess.